The database. Level 139. The Warrior's Trial. Welcome to the Meg Level Draft Database, Wanderer. Enter search terms. Level 139. Searching for level 139. Loading. Loading. 4 pages found. Level 139 Submission A. Date of creation 01/20/unknown by Operative Paula A. Decommissioned. Rejected. Level 139 Submission B. Date of creation 04/12/unknown by Operative Jonathan U. Pending. Meg Level 139 Exploration Notice. Date of creation 04/12/unknown. Level 139. Date of creation 05/02/unknown by Operatives Clarissa Violet, Linda J., etc. Approved. Select page to view. Level 139 Submission A by Operative Paula A. Survival difficulty. Class Nothing to Fear /3. Safe, secure, powerful. What makes strength? The brawny brute who can fight any foe, but is easily manipulated by someone with clever words, is not strong. The clever thief who can trick almost anyone, but has weak morals and a poor code of honor, is not strong. The honorable speaker, friend to justice, whose sonorous voice rings loud and clear without the brawn to back it up, is not strong. So then, what makes strength? We do. Let's see if you have what it takes. Welcome to the Warrior's Trial. Image caption, where strength is forged and fear is vanquished. Us humans are terribly fragile beings, born with flimsy bodies and scant protection. No matter the time or age, our achievements and physical forms pale in comparison to the power of nature. The Backrooms is one such example. We can adapt, we can improvise, and we can learn, but we are but a speck in the grand scheme of things. We could be 1, we could be 5, we could be 5,000, and we would still not be enough to overcome the Backrooms, the embodiment of infinity. Is that a scary thought? Perhaps. The more one ruminates upon this fact, the more they begin to think it's all pointless. Something as vast as the universe will never be understood by our feeble human minds. We climb a mountain with no end, and we will never reach the summit. We know this well, but we never stop climbing. Why? Because we are human, and we are strong. Strong enough to look death in the eye and laugh. As the ground collapses underneath our feet, we may dwindle in number, but we will always climb out of the pit. Faced with an unbeatable challenge, we set our goals, we make our progress, we give each other purpose, we give each other strength. Strength is not the power to strike down any foe who opposes you, it is the reason. Strength is not the skill behind the creation of beautiful words, it is the meaning. Strength is not the honor to believe in what is right, it is the willpower to see it through. To survive in the Backrooms, you need to be strong. Strong enough to achieve what you set your mind to, no matter how grand or insignificant that goal is. And if your goal is to be strong, come to level 139 and prove it. Image caption. We're waiting. Notice from Amber Hearth, Drafting Administrator. How did this get here? The writing style of this piece is completely different from all the other drafts that Operative Paula has submitted in the past. It's as if a completely different person is accessing and using her account. This doesn't even follow the proper format. It's obvious whoever wrote this isn't one of our operatives. I don't want the information in this database to fall into the wrong hands. I'm sending out a notice to all of you who are reading this. Contact me through the Meg CCC if you have any information regarding Operative Paula, especially if you know where she was last seen. Thank you, and safe travels. Signed, Amber Hearth, Drafting Administrator. Major Explorer Group. This article also comes with an additional attached file. View? Yes. Loading file. Loading. File loaded. True strength requires a keen eye, as well as a sharp mind. Reach for the summit. Level 139, Submission B, by Operative Jonathan Yu. Survival difficulty, Class 3, Unsafe, Insecure, Low Entity Count. Edit Log 1. Level 139 is the 140th level of the Backrooms. Image caption. View of the incline from the shore. Okay, this is my first time trying this, and I have no idea what I'm doing. I honestly never thought I'd wind up discovering a level, and I had hoped that it stayed that way. Turns out, I was wrong. I found a level. It's a good thing that I ended up here, too. I truly thought I was done for. I was surrounded by a bunch of hounds in level 9, the suburbs, and I probably would have died if I hadn't somehow made it here. Pretty lucky, I guess. Digging through the database, I found an old, rejected submission for this level, level 139. Huh. Whoever wrote that submission was something else. It gives me the creeps. I suppose it's the only reference I got, though, so I'll keep looking at it as I explore this place. From where I stand, this level looks to be some sort of tropical island in the middle of nowhere. There's a volcano at the top, and it looks to be pretty small, maybe a few miles or so across. The sun is scorching hot, but at least there's a sun this time. There's the sound of crashing waves, and a little bit of wind, but other than that, I can't hear anything. Hopefully, that means this place is deserted. I really would not want to run into whoever wrote that first submission. Wait, there's a sign near the line of trees in front of me. I'm going to go check it out. I'll add in what it says, though. If you're reading this, your warrior's trial has just begun. Image caption. It's so ominous, but tantalizing all the same. Edit log 2. I can't believe this, but as soon as I read the sign, the ground in front of it opened up and revealed a cave entrance. The sand just started shaking so suddenly, like there was an earthquake, and then it stopped. My heart is pounding. I don't know if I should continue typing this, because every moment I look at my phone could be a moment something could pop out and get me. I know something's watching me. There's no way this cave managed to open up naturally. I have a Swiss Army knife in my pocket. I can only hope that'll be enough to fend off whatever's waiting for me. I just looked back at the sign, and my stomach plummeted. Honestly, I'm shaking so hard right now. I can barely type this. The text is different. It fucking changed when I wasn't looking. Maybe I'm just being paranoid, and this is just normal backroom shit, but just look. Just look at what it says. You want a way out, don't you, Wanderer? Well, you may hope for an easy solution, but an easy solution is never the right one. The only way to exit is through this cave. So what are you waiting for? This has to be some sort of sick joke. There's no way I'm going into that cave. But if it's the only way, I guess I don't exactly have a choice. The island may be small, but I don't think I can search the whole thing for an exit before I starve to death or die of thirst. This might be the only chance I get. I'm going into the cave now. If I don't update this afterwards, I'm dead. Wish me luck. Edit log 3. Why did I do this? I can feel something crawling up my legs. Many things. Tickling. Soft sensations mixed with hard skeletal ones. I can feel the crunch of something that's definitely not rock under my feet. It smells like stale raw meat in here. I'm afraid. There, I said it. I'm scared out of my wits. But I'm typing this to distract myself and keep moving forward. I'm using the light from my phone to guide me. But I'm only pointing it directly ahead. I do not want to see what's underneath me right now. I can hear noises. There's scuttling sounds and a strange buzzing. I feel the cave walls press in on me, and I have to duck to move forward. My head is pressed against the ceiling. The space is so cramped and small. I can feel my air supply dwindling. It's so stuffy down here. Oh God, I'm beginning to panic. Stay calm, Jonathan. Just keep trying. Image caption. Holy shit! There's a light. The brilliant white light of the sun. I'm saved! I quickly climb over to it. I might just make it. Holy shit, fuck, there's a tarantula on my camera. Where did it come from? Ah! Image caption. I conquered the cave. Okay. I made it out. I may have screamed, but it's over. There was a grate at the end of the cave, but thankfully, I was able to undo it. I put it back on in case that tarantula was following me or something. Dear God, so that's what was crawling on my leg the whole time. Jeez. I have no words, but I never thought that I'd miss fresh air this much, and sunlight. I suppose I shouldn't take these things for granted. Now, where's the exit? This better have been worth it. I would have never gone in that cave if there wasn't an exit around here. So where's the exit? One simple little scare isn't enough for you to change. Tell me, do you feel proud, more confident, now that you've gotten through in one piece? Why, yes, I suppose I do. Wait, who am I even talking to? That's a start, then. But you're only halfway forged. You still haven't proven yourself worthy of the exit yet. Spare me this preachy shit. I want answers. You said you'd show me the exit. Your answers lie above the waterfall. No image caption available. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Alright, I'm going to do it. After all, I just survived a cave full of tarantulas, and who knows what else. Climbing up a rock face shouldn't be too hard. In fact, I'm not too bad at climbing. I used to climb the trees in my backyard all the time. This shouldn't be too hard. Whoever's watching me right now may be a bitch, but they are right. I do feel a little more confident now. I can feel the adrenaline in my veins. I can feel the misty air and the roaring sound of the waterfall crashing down next to me. I slide my hands over the rock. It's slippery. God damn it. I might die here, but it's the Backrooms. I was prepared to die a long time ago. And even if I do, this information will still be passed on. And if I live, I'll probably be famous. So, I guess it's a win-win. That's what I'm going to keep telling myself as I climb this waterfall. I can do this. I'm fucking stuck. But hey, at least I made it halfway up the waterfall. I'm currently sitting on a little ledge, catching my breath. The view from up here is amazing. I can't wait to see it from when I reach the top. For some reason, I don't feel afraid of falling anymore. I'm just not sure how to continue on from here. There doesn't seem to be any holds for me to grab onto ahead of me. Let me take a while to sit and think. There has to be a way out. There always is. Are you sure? Yes, I'm going to find a way up just to spite you, you bitch. That's the spirit. Wait, the pathway wasn't there before, was it? How could I have not seen it? Well, it doesn't matter. I've scaled it. I climbed a fucking waterfall. Oh, how wonderful it feels to have stable ground underneath me again. To have space to lie down and gaze at the sky. And I was right. The view from up here is fantastic. I can see the shore where I started. It seems so far away. Have I really come this far? Now I feel fucking invincible. Katie's never going to believe it. The guy that scaled a waterfall with his bare hands. Has a nice ring to it, don't you think? I like the sound of it. So what's next? Image caption. The summit. Ah, that's right. Of course there's an exit at the summit of the island. It all makes sense now. Everything makes sense. I'm not surprised when a cave entrance opens up in the rock face next to me. I can feel whoever's watching me silently cheering me on. I feel a rush, somewhere between my cheeks and the tips of my ears. I walk towards the new cave entrance and feel a blast of stuffy heat fly out of it. This island's mountain is a volcano, isn't it? That doesn't matter. I've waded through a cave full of tarantulas and climbed a frickin' waterfall. I can walk through a volcano's interior with no problem. Whatever fear that I had at the beginning of the trial has faded away by now. I feel fresh, new, invigorated. Half of me still can't believe I'm doing this. But I am. I will find an exit. I will conquer this volcano. There is no doubt about it. Image caption. The lava is so beautiful. Edit log 4. Nothing phases me anymore. I will admit, it's hot, but it's nothing I can't bear. The cave led me through a wide cavern, and there's a river of lava running through the center of it. I made my way through it, ascending through the tunnels. I can already see the light at the end of it. Hopefully, it leads to the summit. When I emerged from the exit, I gasped in awe at my surroundings. The volcano was situated in the center of the island, so when I stood at the top of the caldera, I could see in all directions. The waterfall rushing down below me, the cave of tarantulas, and the distant shoreline even further back. I was on top of the world, and I had overcome my fears to get where I was. I had become strong. I heard a voice calling out to me from behind my back. I turned around to see a young girl with dirty, long pink hair and a white jacket walking towards me. She extended her hand, and I, taken aback, shook it. It was so small compared to mine that I was surprised when she introduced herself as the warrior. You've come a long way from where you started, in more ways than one, haven't you? There's just one last thing I need you to do, she said. A coy smile played on her lips. There's a hidden message inside the submission to the database of your organization. There's a fine line between bravery and stupidity. I want to make sure you have the ability to think as well. If you can find it, you're in. I told her the code. Not to brag, but I found it easily. A powerful message, one I'll take to heart. She smiled at me and gestured to the caldera of the volcano. In the center of the pit was a glistening lake. The exit, my escape. Congratulations, you've passed. Now, you have two options. You can jump in the lake and be taken out of this place, or you can join me and my followers, and you'll be granted food and water and a safe place to live. Of course, we train from time to test our limits and keep our senses sharp. But after what you've shown me today, that should be a breeze. I'll give you time to think. I got my phone out. I don't think she understands how they work, but she allowed me to type in the rest of this log, so I'm grateful for that. If any of you come looking for me, don't try and rescue me. I've already made up my choice. For I am proud, I am strong, and I am fearless. Meg Level 139 Exploration Notice. Meg Official Exploration Notice. Currently seeking volunteers to form an exploration team dedicated to finding and documenting the newly discovered Level 139. Level drafts are provided in the Level Draft database. Any additional information, especially information on how to enter the level, would be greatly appreciated. Signed, Micah Ashbluff, Chief Team Organizer, Major Explorer Group. Level 139. Survival difficulty. Class 3. Unsafe, insecure, low entity count. Level 139 is the 140th level of the Backrooms. Image caption. View of the island from the water. Description. Level 139 consists of a single small island in the middle of a presumably infinite ocean. The island is heavily forested and of a tropical climate. The average temperature is 86 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 degrees Celsius, and the weather is a consistent partially cloudy. The level follows an identical day-night cycle to Earth's, and the sun sets and rises in the same cardinal directions as Earth's sun does. In the center of the island is a dormant composite volcano. Despite the lush vegetation, there are no edible plants, fruits, or animals on this island. Almond water, to date, has not been found to naturally occur. This combined with the rather hot temperatures makes long-term survival without aid in this level extremely difficult. However, long-term survival on the island is far from impossible. Upon entering the level, wanderers will be greeted through transforming signs by the Warrior, a benevolent and powerful entity that oversees the entirety of the level. The Warrior. Image caption. Artistic recreation of the Warrior. The Warrior retains the appearance of a young girl, presumably in her late teens, wearing a white winter jacket, black tank top, and black leggings. While she rarely appears on her own, she seems to be omnipresent and/or omniscient, able to morph and shape any object on the island to her will at any time. While not inherently hostile, the Warrior will coerce wanderers who enter her level into completing the Warrior's Trial in order to leave. After successfully completing the Warrior's Trial, Wanderers are given the choice to either exit to a random safe level or join the warrior's followers, named the Fearless. The Fearless are a group of wanderers that permanently live on the island and have access to endless food and water that the warrior creates herself. According to the warrior, the rationale behind her actions is because she wishes to prepare any wanderers that enter her level for the challenges that lie ahead. She views her level as a quote-unquote training ground for wanderers so that they may explore more dangerous levels in the future. Because of this, members of the Fearless are allowed to leave the group at any time and continue to explore the Backrooms. The Warrior's Trial. The Warrior's Trial consists of 3 parts: traversing a dark cave filled with tarantulas, scaling a waterfall, and finding a way to the summit through a volcanic tunnel. These tests were devised by the warrior to encourage wanderers to face their fears. They were designed with some of the most common irrational fears in mind: arachnophobia, fear of spiders; claustrophobia, fear of tight spaces; nyctophobia, fear of the dark; and acrophobia, fear of heights. While not intended to be lethal, many wanderers have died during these tests. This fact, among others, is what grants this level a survival difficulty rating of 3. However, refusing to attempt or complete any of these tasks results in wanderers promptly being returned to whatever level they entered level 139 from. This often results in death, as level 139 can only be entered when wanderers face otherwise fatal situations in various dangerous levels. Entrances and exits. Entrances. Level 139 can almost exclusively be entered from levels with a survival difficulty rating of at least 3 or higher. When a wanderer is in a perilous situation, for example, being surrounded by hostile entities with no hope of escape, they can find themselves transported to level 139. The only consistent and safe way to enter level 139 is by sailing directly west from level 121, the Fading Islands. Exits. The only reliable way to exit level 139 safely is by completing the Warrior's Trial and entering the caldera at the center of the dormant volcano. This will always lead to a safe level, and most likely a populated one, such as level 11, the Endless City, or level 1, Habitable Zone. The other way to exit level 139 is to refuse to complete the Warrior's Trial, upon which wanderers will be returned to the level they came from, still in the hostile situation they were in. This will most likely result in death, so it is imperative that any wanderers who find themselves in level 139 attempt the Warrior's Trial to the best of their ability. The Warrior's Trial.